Hi, hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for having me. My name is Dini Turipanam Alamanda, and I would like to present our article entitled Toward the Resolution of Waste Management Crisis of Guntur Traditional Market in Garut District. And this article is based on collaboration research between Garut University and Telkom University. So let's get started. Guntur Traditional Market is the largest traditional market in Garut district. It's located in the middle of Targong Kidul sub-district and near the city center, and it provides a vast array of staples that made it visited by a lot of buyers that come from around Garut district. Unfortunately, the activities in Garut Traditional Market has contributed massive waste in Garut district. According to the observation performed in this study, 70% of waste are vegetables and the rest consists of mixture of various waste including plastic and paper. The amount of waste is increasing for 30 to 50% during the harvest season. Some of traditional market tenants are regularly dump the waste into the sewer that eventually cause puddles and even flood around Guntur traditional market. And based on the phenomenon, this article aims to analyze the waste management system that is performed in Garut district, especially Guntur traditional market. In this study, data are gathered by using observation and in-depth interview. Observations are conducted to provide initial data about the situation of waste management in Guntur traditional market. The objects of observation are the timing and method used to collecting and transporting the waste into the final landfill. The observations are conducted on three objects. Firstly, the traffic of consumer of the market. Secondly, the activities of janitor throughout the day. Thirdly, the situation in the area of the market with the largest number of transactions or the highest density of merchants and consumers. The observations are conducted for 14 days continuously that started from 3rd January to 17th January of 2020. The observations also conducted in four locations, including Gate 1, Gate 5, Gate 6, and Gate 7. In-depth interviews are also conducted several informants that came from different backgrounds or assume different roles such as consumers, janitors, merchants, and the representative of traditional market management. So this is a rich picture of Guntur Market. As I mentioned before, the location of this market is near the city center, also passed by all public transportation routes and near the terminal of public transportation. It can be easily identified that Guntur Traditional Market is the most influential traditional market in Garut district. Built in 1983, the total width of the area is approximately 33,000 meter square, and around the two-thirds of the area used to accommodate thousands of kiosks. Not only kiosks, yeah, there are thousand laws. Laws is similar to kiosks with one difference. Unlike kiosks, laws has no partition between each merchant. However, although the management of Guntur traditional market provides kiosks and laws, this market is still crowded by illegal merchants such as street vendors that swarms of the main streets around the market. The street vendors mostly are operated between midnight to 6 a.m. Now let me present the result of this study. The comparison of situation before and after the relocation of street vendors. There are four dimensions: public activity, street condition, sidewalk condition, and aesthetic. Let me present the before relocation first. For public activities, there are three issues. First, the street was used by a lot of public transportation routes. Second, there was an open ground that used by residents for annual bazaar and other public activities. And third, the street vendors only trade at night. But after relocation, the public transportation illegally stopped to wait for the passengers. The second issue, the illegal market for street vendors trades from midnight to about 6 a.m. There is a parking lot that crowded by big trucks and other vehicles. For the second dimension, street condition, before relocation, the effective width of the street is 7 meters. Therefore, congestion was rarely happen. After relocation, the effective width is only 4 meters because some portion of the street is used by street vendors to trade, and in the noon that uh, some part of the street is used as parking space. Therefore, the congestion takes place for a whole day. The third, sidewalk condition. Before relocation, the sidewalk is very clean and comfortable to be used by pedestrians. But after the relocation, the sidewalk is very dirty, slippery, and smells very bad. Pedestrians tend to avoid this area. And for the last dimension, aesthetic, a beautiful main street and was pleasing to the eyes is the condition before relocation. But now, a main street is decorated by piles of garbage in several points. Next, let me present the problem situation, possible solution, and the affected stakeholder for waste management in the Garut market. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dimensions: means, infrastructure, education, law enforcement, personnel, and public participation. Each dimension refers to problem situation, and it has the possible solution and the suggestion stakeholder that can in charge into the situation. For example, for dimension of means, the problem situations is about the volume of garbage is beyond the capacity of garbage dump. So the possible solution: large garbage bin will be used to collect organic waste. Non-organic waste will be collected and managed at different locations. Who can be in charge in the situation? First, DLH, Dinas Lingkungan Hidup, IWAPA, tenants, and street vendors. The abbreviation of each officer or office that I mentioned can be looked on the full article, etc. There are three conclusions. The first, in general, waste management in Guntur traditional market is still need to be improved. Second, we talk about the deterioration condition of Guntur traditional market affected the residents around it. And the third, the number of personnel, limited means and infrastructure, education, law enforcement, public transportation, research and development, and the participation of important stakeholders that include academics, community, and private sector are important dimensions that must be involved in the improvement of Guntur traditional market. That's all. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.